everyone, Cheryl here from the Naughty Nitty Cousins podcast. Welcome. I appreciate you stopping by and visiting the channel to see what's going on today. Today is kind of special. I was busy looking for a project and I ran across a bunch of old, mostly crochet books. I think for the most part, but there's a couple other interesting books in there as well. And I just had to share them, just had to. So I'm just going to start. I did get a chuckle out of some of these as well. So one of the first books is Doilies. It's Lily Design Book number 208, and it costs 25 cents. I believe the copyright, 1963. So, yeah, this is a little bit older book. This is the day, do you remember going to your grandparents? And, I mean, at least if you're my age or older, and the doilies. They were on every end table, every coffee table. You went into the bedrooms, they were on top of the dressers. They were all over the place. Now, the books that I have here are primarily from my grandmother on my dad's side, so my dad's mom. I think a couple of these, and this one might be one of my mom's, because I know she did a little bit of crochet back in the day. Not much, but she did. And so the first two I kind of suspect might have been hers, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, and they were both purchased at Robinson's. Any Canadian my age would remember Robinson's. Younger generation, not so. I don't think they had Robinson's back in the U.S. I don't recall any. I think it was primarily a Canadian store. And I don't think any are around anymore. They've gone out of business as far as I'm aware. There might be the odd one out there, but I really am not aware of any. So let's get into this. I thought I'd show you a few patterns. So here's one. And actually some of these I really like still. It's quite interesting. Let's see here. Sorry, I got sticky fingers or something. Got another one. Here the Lily showing the different yarn that they would have used. I think it was all cotton if I remember right. There's some intricate. And the complete pattern instructions are in the book. What else do we have in here? Let's see here. Yeah, here's the ball of yarn you might be familiar with. And you can still buy it nowadays. There we go. Oh, is that a cigarette? Yeah, it is. Oh, quite hilarious. I mean, smoking was pretty popular back in the day. Oh, these ones. Remember these ones? The fluffy frilly ones? And they'd be multicolored. This one looks like it's multicolored. It's asking for a white ball and a ball of beauty rose. Pretty posh. And you touched them and you could have swore they were going to break because they were so stiff with starch. Oh, placemat. And yeah. I think a vanity set. So we got some frilly ones and some flat ones. I'm sorry, I was laughing like crazy. This one here, I really have a laugh on this one. So this is another one. This was 50 cents. So this is book number 204. This says 208. So I suspect this was probably a reprint or just in the store so long that they, well, it says 50 cents on the back. I suspect this is from the 70s. But was probably, I don't know, who knows, republished. So here we've got a round one, but the one I have to show you Anybody will remember this one. Remember going to your grandparents? Well, I do, anyhow. At least on my one side of the family. I can't remember if Tammy and I do have the same grandparent, cousins, of course. But on my dad's side, so our mums are sisters. And on my dad's side, I definitely remember seeing this. I don't know if I remember seeing it on my mom's side. Remember those? You rarely see those nowadays. I keep wondering when they'll come back. They're actually not a bad thing to have. Keeps the dirt off the furniture and such. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, here's another. Oh, this one's called Daisy Frills. That one had, how many colors in that? White and yellow. I mean, you can make them any color you want. And then, oh, some placemats. Oh, it even has a coaster. Not sure what good those would have done, really. Just make your table look fancy. Oh, and these. Remember the towels? You'd walk into the old ladies' bathrooms, and they'd have these towels with the fancy lace on them, or doilies. I don't know. I always used to call them doilies. But the fancy lace on them hanging. And you never knew if you were supposed to use them or not. Kind of wash your hands and you're like, should I or shouldn't I? Oh, yeah, I remember walking into a few old ladies' homes. I say old lady, I mean old couples, older couples. And you'd see those. So yeah, kind of funny on those ends. Then we have, let's kind of stick with the theme here a little bit. This one is from 1950. It was 10 cents. Floral doilies. And check this out. I think that's an ashtray. It's got a handle. It looks like it's got the flip lid. I mean, people smoked like crazy back then. And yeah, kind of neat. Not my thing really, but yeah. So there's a few in here too. Oh, and they have, this must have been sponsored by the Spool Cotton Company. They distributed J&P Coats, Clark's, Chadwick's, Red Heart. I wonder if that Chadwick's Red Heart is the Red Heart today. Huh. And Crown zippers. You know, they show their colored balls of yarn. There's a doily. Got it matching the decor. Oh, a placemat. And they show, so all the instructions are in these books. So they got a fancy placemat. And it's got the chart. I believe it also has the written pattern. The print's so small. I don't know if people could see better back then or what. Oh, not sure about this one. Yeah, not my thing. Kind of neat though. I suppose it could grow on you. Oh, but I do like the way it's set up. If you notice, they've got all the yarn you need, and then it's got all the instructions. So yeah, pretty neat. What else? Oh, I remember those. Remember those kind of placemats where you actually, the placemat was doing something, but the outside was all fancy? You even have it on the napkin. And what else do we have? Oh, I remember those two. Whoops. The book's falling apart. Might not have been exactly like that, but they had the cloth with it all done on the outside. 1950s. Oh, yes. Then we have laces and edgings, crochet and tatting. Now, yeah. I think my mother's grandmother did tatting, if I remember right. I wouldn't remember, but something tells me that she did tatting. And I'd like to actually learn a little bit or try it sometime. So, I'm just trying to see what this book, so this book talks about edgings. It's kind of lace around stuff. I think it's easier, sorry, if I kind of thumb through. Oh, yes, yeah. So remember again, the towels where they did the lace edging to make it fancy. Oh, here's some more towel edging. Kind of neat how they have the towels on the shelf. Little bows around them. Did I say when this book was made? This was 1943. 1943, so I obviously don't remember the... Oh, what do we got here? Oh, this was my grandma's book. This is her writing. This is my grandma on my dad's side. Look at that. It's called Elma's Pattern. And it just says, first row, chain 9, 1 treble in 5th chain from hook. I can actually read the pattern. I have no idea what it makes. It's just a pattern. Now that would be fun to just do and see what it makes, because I don't have a clue. No clue at all. I don't know, it might be an edging, seeing as it's in the trimming book, but yeah, that's my grandma's writing. Weird. Kind of neat, actually. Just one moment, I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, so that was laces and edgings, crochet and tatting from 1943. Quite interesting. Oh, I never noticed that before. Pillow. I wonder if there's cigarettes on that one too. There is! Sorry. Oh. Oh, that's funny. Okay, the next one is trimmings. Price of the book is 25 cents and 1948. This one's actually in pretty good shape. It must never have been used. So trimmings. And this book talks about, oh, okay. So you got your picot edging, pom-poms, quilting. What else is in here? Okay, the terminology is interesting. You've got, is that really what? Yeah, fagoting can be used to make a joining between seams, stripes, or shaped pieces. I've never heard of that. Fringe. What else do we got? Frogs. Did you guys know those were frogs? I had no idea. And those would be, see on the coat there? The fancy work. Just 1948 embellishments for clothing. It shows how to make fabric flowers. Embroidery. So yeah, all the trimmings for for your clothes or whatever you're making. Back in the day, people didn't shop. They'd make their clothes. At least a lot would, because they couldn't afford to go out and buy. Oh, I didn't know that's what those were called. Arrowheads. So, you know, on the sides of pockets or just decoration, they called those arrowheads, and they show how to make them. Cool. Okay, another one is, I'll do this one first. I got two really good ones at the end here. They're just, hopefully you've stuck around for those. Okay, 1970s. Gingham cross stitch. You gotta remember gingham cross stitch. I actually have, just hang on. Just hold that up. For anyone watching that doesn't know what gingham is, it's this. You've got your dark square, a lighter square, and then a white. And they would do like they'd do embroidery on them, and they were on tablecloths. That's how I remember them. And this little book, all it is short little patterns on where to place the embroidery. So this one, you might have it on the corner, or you might do it all the way around. They say, for example, this one says tulip pattern, do on white squares, use a 1/8 check. I don't know, I guess there would be smaller sizes of the gingham. And put tulip in each corner also when making center. So someone put them right in the middle. And yeah, so it shows how you would make that. And then some say you can use a 1/4 inch gingham. I think this one here, yeah, that would be a 1/4 inch. So yeah, they've got all the patterns on how to enter those. Now what's interesting, I don't know, I assume this was my grandmother's. And these names on here sound familiar to me. I don't know why. So, 1970s. Okay. 1970s. Who remembers these? Actually, you can still make these and they're still cool. But yeah, so this is crochet. Actually, this could be back in style. You know, you could get away with that with leggings nowadays. I don't wear leggings myself, but you easily could. Easiest Afghan. Still, you could still do that today. No issues with that whatsoever. Okay, the guys in my life wouldn't have worn this in the 70s, let alone now. Or let alone back then. Now or then. Look at the size of the, what is that? The band. The rib band. Yeah, I can't see any guys in my life wearing that ever. Oh, it's called the He-Man Ripple. Oh, sorry, I have to laugh. Man's slip-on. I guess it was a slip-on. Oh, here's a coverall shawl. It's almost like the blanket. Oh, what else do we have in here? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. But again, they have all the patterned notes. Well, that's actually kind of cute. Anything on a baby's kind of cute, but I wouldn't. It is dated. And what else do we got? Ooh. Yeah, I can't see that one. Somebody might wear it. I'm not a dress person myself. What else? Like, to me, it's a sundress, but you'd think it'd be awfully warm with that. Especially back in the day, because it would have been all acrylic wool. Here's one for the ages. Let's all get in our bikinis. Can you imagine? I could never imagine myself wearing a crocheted bikini, but I can't imagine myself wearing a bikini either, so. Back then, yeah. Now, no. Oh boy. What else we got in here? That's kind of funny. Ooh. Yeah, no. Well, that's a bathing suit too. I guess I should show you. There's another bathing suit. Oh, can't see any of my men wearing that either. At least not the vest. Now, I do have a nephew that if you gave him that, he'd probably wear it. If it was the right colors and, you know, it wasn't too outlandish. But yeah, the ripple crochet from the 70s. Now, this last set is, to me, priceless. I cannot date these. They are definitely early 1900s, if not the 1800s. Look at that. I think, I vaguely remember my grandma may have made my mom the lace with the nightgown, like not the short little thing here, but a nightgown. I vaguely remember as a kid her wearing that, because I believe my grandma used to make my mom would make my mom nightgowns occasionally. And something tells me she may have once made that. I could be dreaming, don't know for sure, but look at that. Now these books are very delicate. The back has other books within the series. Let's see. This says published and distributed St. Louis, Missouri. Sold everywhere by good dealers. Books by mail, 12 cents each. But let me show you the middle. This makes me think it's the 1800s. Look at the women in there. Here's some of the patterns. I mean, very elegant, really. Let's see what else. And it has the instructions for each one of those. It says exactly what to do. This one has ribbon in it. See the ribbon in there? Very, very intricate. I don't know if they have a name. Small medallion yoke. A very pretty yoke in the knot stitch. That one looks like it has lace in there too. What is that? Oh, oh, that's kind of neat. I've seen those. Oh, this one's going to be hard to pull up. Hold it. There we go. I've kind of cut out or done it. I don't know how they do it, if they cut it first and then do it, or do it and then cut it. So yeah, that's one of those. And then another one, we've got that one. Here you got the ribbon with the crochet on it and the ribbon across. On the back of this one, I think I'm missing, am I missing a page, or is it just folded silly? This one has little snippets for corners. Stuff. I haven't read it all. And then here's this one I think is missing a few pages. Might not be. Here's that one. Got that one. That one, look at that. I guess she's wearing that one. And then that one. So yeah, that's what makes me think these are 1800s. So yeah, again, so here we go. Just amazing, just amazing. 4, 3, yeah, I'm missing a page on this one, the cover. And then we have another one, it's by the same, still no date. Sorry, I'm looking at the back, kind of cool. See, look at here. Crochet and tatting. They've got sweaters. Oh, that would be cool to see, hey? Whoops. But this one here is motifs in flowers. So, or your embroidery. It looks just like this particular magazine did a bunch of different things. I've got caps and collars, yokes, alphabets, caps, including towels. Looks like maybe doilies. There we go. Little motifs for tea towels or whatever. Children's clothes. Sometimes they would put them on a child's dress. Here's dainty corners for linens. You could put your, just ideas to put in there. You could put your initials or whatever. It could be on a tea towel or it could be on a handkerchief. Here's some scallops for the edges of whatever you want. What else do we have? Oh, those are kind of neat. So these are flowers in silk and wool. We have the instructions. So that's pretty neat. And, oh, okay, this one, oh, the back's off. This one says, individual designing made easy. Select parts from these motifs for a combination that will be your very own. See how they put them on the back of the jacket and I think on the hat. Is it on the hat? Yeah. On the sleeves. And then here's some more. Pretty neat. Anyhow, I knew I had them, but I hadn't seen them for a while, and I just thought it'd be fun to show you. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, rollicking through the times for crochet and a little bit of embroidery. But I mean, okay. I mean, you just have to admit, that, where is it here? There it is. 70s tacky versus, I think, 1800s elegance. Oh, how things have changed through the times. I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye now.